Welcome, welcome, welcome. As we are here in the beautiful but ugly, because I'm a Yankees fan, Fenway Park, to play against the Boston Red Sox here in episode 39 of the series, going up in games 3 of the ALDS, as we are set here for a possible elimination game. As we took care of the first 2 at home in Anaheim, and now we need some luck here to go ahead and sweep these Red Sox again here and get past them for the second year in a row on our way to the World Series. So leave a like, comment, and subscribe for your boy if you guys are ready for the game, and to wish us luck as we're set to go up against Joe Musgrove, who's already played a game in this postseason. Had a pretty good start, 7 innings, only 1 earned run. And we're looking to kind of shut that down here, get that ERA up, and show our bats can finally wake up. There's been some low-scoring games here to win the postseason, as it always has been. You know, dating back to last year's run, we won a lot of those games low-scoring, had a couple of breakout performances, and now would be a great time for one to happen as we try to win this on the road and stamp that we belong here as the #1 overall seed in the American League. Now, 2 back-to-back outs aren't good ways to start off the ball game here, as Henry chops this one on the ground over the shortstop. Easy play. We start this game going 1-2-3. No worries at all, as we have another free agency signing here, Tanner Hook, coming up after a fantastic season. I really got to say, I'm really surprised by the way that we were able to go out and add 2 and really 3 good starting pitchers to this rotation, and all 3 had phenomenal seasons. Now, I'll say like 3.5, because Logan didn't do everything I wanted to do in the second half of the season, so we traded him away, thus still getting a new piece coming from this team. In fact, if you guys don't remember, we traded away our ace for their ace, and we both end up in the postseason, so you can say it's a 50-50 trade as we get a strikeout here, throw goes down, and we get the easy play on Jose Miranda. And man, we're going to have to watch out for today, the righty killer, Rafael Devers. We will be pitching him very closely, because if you leave it over the plate, that's what's going to happen. Solo home run, leaving the yard, 428 feet over the Green Monster, and that's probably in the parking lot. 107 on the exit velo, second home run of the postseason. We were trying to get that cutter on the outer part of the plate, maybe just barely clip back on for a strike. Instead, he leaves that far too much over the plate, and that's a solo home run. One thing that our pitching staff has struggled with this season has been giving up home runs. Although the ERA is very low, every time they score, it's just be off solo home runs. And there's a strikeout there getting called low, freezing him there on the sweeper. Now we go up here. Nolan Schneel at the plate. 2 down in the second. And Nolan's had a great season up to this point in the regular season. This postseason so far has not got a hit yet. Well, welcome to postseason players. That's going to get down and play up the Green Monster. Just enough speed to possibly get into second base, as that throw will be late. And that's a 2 RBI double for Nolan. Neto. You know, his bat's going hot, cold, but here today it is swinging cold, as that one's in the dirt. That's a sweeper upstairs, going opposite field, falling shallow though, is just a little bit underneath that one. Not able to make anything happen out of that run scoring opportunity here for the Red Sox. That's Connor Wong. We've seen him explode in LA. Off to a out here in Boston, though. Swinging and missing the cutter downstairs for Abreu. And then Meyer, 0-2. Pop this one out to shallow left center field. Sal's got enough speed to go range that one in. 2 innings. A 1-0 score already. So we'll have to see if this turns into a pitcher's duel like the other ones have been. Are we going to stay at this 1-0 score? Or can we rely on the bottom of this order to do something? Cutter gets sent right back to sender. Base hit up the middle from Carson Williams. Back to the top of the lineup here. This is what happens when you get a good 9-hitter that can hit and get on. Now we've got him at second base, getting off of that wild pitch. And a lot of speed at the plate. So maybe, just maybe, a bunt single here. 1-1. Nope, instead it's going to be a base hit up the middle. That's going to be thrown, though. So no base hit, but the runner moves 90 feet. For our rookie here, Tobias. Swings and misses through that upstairs heat. Postseason lights do get a little bit brighter. It might just be Fenway, though. They might have just turned up the outside lights. Henry's not distracted though, as it's a line drive. Caught there and right. Unlucky break there. Timed it up well. Just right into a glove, and that's a chopper playing right into the shift here. Good timing on the cutter at the belt. Ends up right into the dirt, however. Logan O'Hoppy here. 2-1 count. Can he get a pitch to hit? As Joe Musgrove is throwing a lot of these right over the plate. We're just not capitalizing on it. There's a cutter opposite field. Base hit on that one. Finally finding some green grass. So, as we're in the postseason play here, man, what have you guys been thinking about the series? You guys think that you guys want it to continue next year with the next MLB The Show? I did do a poll in the community tab. If you guys haven't voted, go vote. It is still open and active for you guys to vote on, I believe. And I was just basically trying to get a vibe for the future of the channel. It seems like y'all like a lot more football content, even though my baseball content seems to get more views than the football content. So I don't know, it'll be kind of like a split decision. But that's how it's feeling. We might just do a rebuild. No my player, no road to glory. Just do a rebuild and focus more so on college football and Madden. Now that we have college football back to even play. But yeah, please vote on that, or let me know down in the comment section, or hit my DMs. I'll listen to all 3 responses and kind of get a viewpoint of what you guys want to see more from the channel. Also, too, there's a bunch of fighting games out. I'm really big into anime, so any of these like Demon Slayer, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, Street Fighter, anything that y'all want to see on the channel. It can be Call of Duty. I used to be a Call of Duty guy. Like, I was that dude on Call of Duty, so I can bring back the shooters. Not necessarily maybe Fortnite, because y'all build too much over there, do too much. But, Battlefield, Call of Duty, any one of those that's going to be a base in the outfield. Let me interrupt the commentary here momentarily. That's going to be a throw to the plate here by Henry. That is well late as Devers is in there standing up. Connor Wong coming in clutch for the Red Sox. Is a 2-0 lead here as Tanner starting to crack. Bottom of the 4th. We're over 50 pitches now. So we got to jump back into this game. We'll come back to the future of the channel later. Swings and misses on that sweeper and on the ankles. And Abreu chops this one up the middle. Neto's going to range back, easily throw over to first. And we stop the bleeding there after just one extra run. And they're going to go to their bullpen here. Bring in Nick Sandelin to try to go ahead and complete this shutout here of the team and work their way to Emmanuel Class, who I am not trying to face in the 9th inning. So if we can really tackle some runs here against Nick, that would be preferable. We jump here all the way to the top of the 7th inning here. Nolan Schnell is working a long at bat here. Watches that sinker upstairs too as well. Watching all the way. Green light here on the full count. 3-2. Oof. Way too early on that slider. Probably got a little excited when he saw off speed. So he comes back with a 4-seamer here. Pops this one up back behind Devers at 3rd. We'll go ahead and range over, catch this and glove it in. And I'll be out number 1 for Nick, not without throwing a lot of pitches though here. So he swings over the top of that. Neto will go sit down on the slider. And then Matt Shaw, 0 for 2 on the day, 0-2 count. Swings and misses at that one in the ground. Throw goes down to first base with ease though. They're going to bring in Evan Phillips for the 8th. Setting things up for Emmanuel if they can get to him. This is still a 2-0 lead here for Boston here at home. Trying to defend themselves from at least getting swept in front of their home fans here. Swings and misses at the sweeper downstairs. As Williams sits down, we go back to the top of the lineup here. Bunt laid down from Sal. Beautiful one right in between all 3 players. Throw goes down to first base, and that wouldn't have mattered even if he threw it on target. Sal gets over to first base with these. Tobias Logan now has the tying run at the plate. Go ahead running the on-deck circle. Chops this one up the middle. That's going to get right to the second baseman. Throw goes over, and they got him. Not able to get anything going there as they did catch a stealing there from Sal. So that will be ending the inning there for us with nothing coming across. We tried our best there, but unfortunately it was not good enough, and Ben Joyce has to hold the door here as he gives up a walk followed by a base hit in the outfield. Runner's going to move over to 3rd. Henry's going to come up firing. Throw goes to the cutoff man. Now Ben Joyce comes in and gets no outs, 2 runners on. Only reason I'm keeping him in is because that 4-seamer is triple digits, so I do believe in it to get a strikeout here. Even though the top of the lineup is up here. Call strike 3 at the top of the strike zone there, right on the black there for us. 100 miles per hour still here even when he's tired. Still chopping out at 101, 102. Doesn't chase the slider 2-1, so we come back 2-2, and that one gets caught on the black as well. Now we're going to go ahead and switch things up. We know the righty killer's coming up, so we're going to bring in a lefty, Jose Hernandez. Still going to pitch Devers carefully as he's 2 for 3 on the day. But now he's going up against a matchup that's more advantageous for us. New pitcher, new release point, and a lefty. 1-2. Chasing right over the head of Nolan at first base. Runner will score with ease. First to second there. He does not move up to third. And that'll be the third run here of the ball game. Tristan Casas now up next. 2 outs, trying to keep the 2-out rally going. And that's deep. Center field warning track is Sal as he ranges in and grabs that just in front of the wall. And the man I did not want to see the most. The triple digit on every pitch he throws closer. I don't know how you touch him at all closer. Emmanuel Class. 100 on the cutter, 100 on the four-seamer, and I think 90, 92 on the, yep, there goes 92 slider. As that time we just swung, guessed correctly. We're able to hit that one out into the gap, and that's going to be a double for Henry standing up. There goes a cutter low just over the head of the first baseman. Perfect start to the inning. This is exactly what we want to see. That's going to be extra bases here as he goes and replaces him at second. Henry replaces Mike Trout at the plate, and it's 3-1 now. Boston. Don't tell me I might have got a manual figured out here. You just got to kind of swing and guess. 0-2. Swings over the top of the four-seamer downstairs as Logan does not increase the lead here. Maybe Nolan swinging at the upstairs cutter. Hacking at that cutter downstairs. Gets underneath it though. Devers will go to range over and glove that one in. Final hope is Zach Neto here. We've swung at every pitch that he's thrown so far, so keep it going. Slider going deep, way back to right field, and it is gloved in by the outfielder there. And Boston saves themselves for one more game, gets the dub in front of their home fans, and will not at least be swept and force here a game 4. So we'll have to go deeper into our rotation past our top 3 guys. I think we'll definitely go 4 deep, maybe even 5 if need be. Because now the question becomes, does Reed Detmer start the next round if we are able to close this out in 4 or not? But you guys will go to see game 4 here today to see if we are getting out of this series today, because it is still elimination time. If we're able to win the game, the series is over and wrapped up here. Great job though as a team. I mean, 8 hits. We just weren't able to string them around to get enough runs. Trout 2 doubles today. Fantastic. Just was not enough here today of offense here. We've struggled to score runs across good. But today we're going against Brian Bello, who has not made a postseason start yet. Did have a pretty good year, but I've never heard of this person before in my life. So, and these pitches look kind of hittable. And it is the 4th starter in their rotation. We might be able to go ahead and tee off here against this. Now, they could be thinking the same thing with ours, as we have Jordan Hicks on the mound today. Back here in Boston, and does it always look this murky and like it's about to rain and cloudy? Like it looks like I've got intense fog here on the screen, and maybe that's what made me swing at that four-seamer. You need to go sit down after that one, and then Logan gets one right at his chest. Goes opposite field with it deep to right field, and that will still be gloved in, just how last game ended as well. And Henry here hitting over 400 in the postseason. Will chop this one on the ground, keep it above 400, but will be an out there on the circle change despite having good timing on it. Duran Duran leading things off here for the Red Sox offense yet again. And it'll be Jordan Wicks tasked with holding this offense down. Going back to our lefty starter. So no more fear of Devers there in the 3 spot, thankfully. As they get the call, third strike there on the curveball, saying he went around on that one. No even check down to the third baseline. Miranda swings and misses at the circle change, going away from it. Already Hicks is looking untouchable. 0-2 here to Devers, and we start the game off 1-2-3 strikeouts. Okay, we might have a way better pitching performance here if it keeps going like that. And then there goes what would be a base hit up the middle. Turns into an E4. I love that. Should have been a hit anyway. Good timing on a four-seamer right at the thighs. And we have a 3-0 count here to Logan O'Hoppe. So we're going to go ahead and watch all the way. Gets a four-seamer down the middle. I probably should have swung at that one. That's on me. 3-2 after we chop the sinker into the dirt. Gets a slider up by the hands and fights it off to opposite field. That's going to go ahead and be a base hit. We're going to move Trout all the way over to third base and win there with ease. So now no outs. Runners at the corners. Great scoring opportunity here early. As Nolan flies his sinker. Going out to left field. That should be able to be gloved in. Not going to test it. Oh, that throw looks wild. Let's go and send him. Oh, wait. Never mind. He was able to pick it back up. Throw over to third. They got him. And then the runner at first is still going. Where is he going? And I'll be transparent, man. That was a base running hiccup. I saw the throw go wild. I thought maybe it might reach the backstop. So I sent both runners. And then when I returned them back, I was over there panicking on the button. And I ended up sending the runner from first back to second base without realizing it. He got tagged out. And then, yeah, triple play. So that whole run scoring opportunity was mine that I blew that on. We could have definitely at least got one there, most likely on one of the next two batters. But instead here, we're going to the bottom of the third, still at a 0-0 tie. And now Joe Adele actually gets on to second base. I wish he would have actually got on second base when he was here in LA. But instead, Myers going to fly this out to right. Trout's going to come up firing as Joe will go ahead and go over to third on the sac fly. Now a similar type of hit will score him around for Boston's first run of the game. There we go. Two good calls. There's Wicks is starting to locate on the corners. 0-2 gets the four-seamer upstairs. Those were three beautiful pitches. I don't think even if he doesn't swing, that's called strike three. Those were three beautiful pitches by Jordan Hicks. And then a base hit gets into the outfield, though. Nolan not able to snag it. And Boston once again scores first off the base hit there by Duran. Should have at least been a tie game, but it's okay. We'll work our way back into this. This is going to get into the dirt. Logan couldn't handle it. No throw even down to second. Too much speed by Duran to get in there easily. But we do get the strikeout there upstairs. Slider gets him called down. Hicks is doing his thing with the strikeouts here today. And we have back up to the top of our starting lineup here. That's going to be a fly ball. Wow, Devers showing off the range. I didn't think he was going to get there. I thought that might have been a foul ball. Instead, it's out number one. And then Logan here, struggling here in these past couple games. Cannot find green grass. Henry with the first pitch he sees is a sinker right at the chest. Or that was more so right at the belt. Base hit opposite field. Now, can we get our clutch guys to get us around here again? Trout, we could use another double. If you got one more in you, two in the last couple games here, we're going to steal off here for second base with Henry. Slides in there safely. Now we need you to just replace Henry here, Trout. There's a slider upstairs. That's going to get down for a base hit. That's going to score the run across and be more. As we thought about second, Trout will go ahead and retreat back to first, but it will at least tie up this ball game. Could have had the lead. It makes me so sad that we weren't able to capitalize on that earlier. Or hit that sinker that was right down the middle. Slider gets fouled away as well. 0-2. Watches the sinker at the thighs. And that'll end the fourth inning for us. So we go ahead here. Devers once again beating the shift. Looks like he's finally showing some hitting skills against lefties too, not just righties. 43 pitches here through 3 innings of work. Gets the strikeout there downstairs. Called strike 3. Great pitch there. He's been hitting these corners very, very well. I'm really surprised with the game that Hicks is having. That one goes right back at him. Scary moment there, but he's able to dodge it. So go get that ball in quickly. Runners will be at first and second. Wicks with the fast reflexes. Almost cat-like, you could say. So we get this four-seamer in here. 0-2 to Christian Campbell. Lines this one into the outfield. It's going to be a base hit. Trout's going to come in throwing. No runner movement, but it will be bases loaded, 1 out. And Joe Adele is coming up. We've seen him kill plenty of rallies for us. Now would be a great time as this goes over to Williams for the 4-6-3 double play. Just what we needed to keep this ball game tied. Thank you, Joe. What I always tell you, he with us still. He might be on your team. You might be paying him, but he's still with LA. I guess that would mean that some of our players are with them too as well. But we get the ground ball there to start off here. This bottom of the 6th. Popping this one here out to center field as Freeland will settle underneath. And Jordan Wicks is close to having a clean 6 innings of work. I think we stop him after this. His stamina isn't quite what the other 3 are, so I don't know if 7 innings here would be capable for him with the high pitch count here. So I think we'll stop after 6. They're going to bring Nick Sandelin, though, back in for them. He was a major reason as to why we didn't score any more in the last game. Bring him in an inning later this time around in the top of the 8th. Don't look at that bat. That bat did not fail you that time. Strikeout. Go sit down. Neto, 0-1. Chops us on the ground right over to first base. Easy play over there. And this bottom of the lineup has not been doing too much at all in this postseason. Matt Shaw chops us on the ground. Same location. Off the glove of the first baseman. Foot race to the bag. Throw goes over, and they got him. So we are in our bullpen as well now. Luke Little having a long at bat here to start off the day. 13 pitches already through the day on that full count. We get the drop third strike that we need there from Abreu. And then Duran here works a long at bat as well. Goes 2-2 in his. Pops us up to Sal. They're really making Luke Little work to get out this 1 inning. I was hoping to have him go 2 to save more of my bullpen, but it looks like he's at 28 pitches here. I don't know if he's going to be able to get me another inning here in the 9th if need be. Popped out to right field. That's foul. See, at 22 pitches this inning alone. So I don't know if we're going to be able to squeeze out a 9th inning if we need to, especially with that walk. Devers up at the plate, though. You know, he struggles against lefties, so we're going to stay here for 1 more at bat at least. Not offering there at the sweeper. I don't know how you don't swing at that. But you're going to swing at that, though. That would have been called strike anyway. 1-2. Let's try to change the eyes back inside. Inside outside, though, to Henry as he's able to glove that one in. And we're going to the 9th inning, still tied here, 1-1. And Nick Sandelin's going to stay in for Boston and looking to try to get multiple innings out of him as we go with 9-1-2 here to start out the inning. It's Carson Williams going opposite field towards the seats, and that'll get away foul. Wow, that slider was all the way in the hands to get that far foul. It's actually good ball control. As he swings through that four-seamer upstairs for the strikeout. Sal Frelick up next. Trying to lay down a bunt here as that goes foul. If at once you don't succeed, lay the bunt down and try again. As that one goes foul too as well. So now 0-2, we can't afford to bunt here and get out. So with a swing here, Chopper goes up the middle to second base and he fumbles it. That's what I like to see. No throw down, too much speed. That honestly should have just been a normal hit. Slider right down the middle. Good timing with 76 contact. Are you kidding me here? Another slider down the middle, but that's too much speed. We got to let him take second base. Now Tobias, just be clutch here for us, my boy. The pitch is going to come your way. Look at that. Four-seamer. Was not expecting the fastball to come in here. 0-2. There you go. Make them throw you in the zone here. Slider away. Sinker kind of close. I can see why we're swinging. The 1-2. We're going off for third base just because. And he's in there. Evened up count 2-2. Now, do we lay down a bunt? I think we might have to lay down a bunt here, you guys. I think it might be the move. That four-seamer was upstairs. I think we risk it with the suicide. We're going to go ahead and send him home. Bunt. That's a perfect location, but he got underneath it. No, it was a slider going down. All you had to do was bunt it into the... Like, it was going down already. All you had to do was bunt down. At least get it into the dirt. Even if it's a drop third strike or a foul ball strike, I think either he will go back or he'll score. One of the two. Either way, it would have been better than a double play. So now we got to rely on Yaneri Cano here. Get us through this and at least get us to extra innings, please. So we can try to win this game. Connor Wong trying to spoil the fun here for us as he swings at that slider away. One. There goes a base hit. It's going to get into the outfield. That's going to get down. Trout's going to have to get chased to this one. It's going to be up against the wall. It's going to be extra bases. He's still trying to locate it here. Finally gets it into Williams. But now Wong is at second base with one out here. Christian Campbell. The game relies on your shoulders. That's going to be a base hit out to right field. Trout's not going to grab it. He's going to have to come in firing. Throw comes into the plate. The throw will not be in time. Boston has walked it off here in the 9th. Another late inning heroic win for Boston as they come back here at home and they stun the Angels. The Angels were not able to capitalize on any of the elimination games here today, and we're going back to LA with a tied up series. The Angel fans were not hoping to see us back until the ALCS, and unfortunately looks like we're gonna have one more game here in the ALDS thanks to Yeneri Cano leaving that one over the zone there for him. He was able to go inside out that to the outfield. Trout didn't have a strong throw on that one, but he is up there in age, so I can't even be mad. And they were able to go and get it done there. I mean, Brian Bello had a strong start, 7 innings, only give that 1 earned run early. For us, 5 hits as a team is not going to get it done, and 2 of them coming from Henry. We really got to pick it up for the rest of this lineup. As Wicks, 6 innings strong, did what I needed him to. Hurst came in, but as you can see here, strained his biceps, so he had to get pulled early. So that's why Luke Little was even in for that long. But back in Boston here, and we got to check to see, what does the rest look like? Are we going to have to go Reed Detmers here to match up against Logan, or can we put our ace back out there with him? And looks like Shane does have the stamina to go back out, so I think we go with Shane McClanahan here. And if we make it to the NLCS, we'll just let everything kind of round out. We'll let Christian Tanner get games 1 and 2, maybe go Wicks and Detmers 3 and 4, and let McClanahan come in for game 5 possibly. We'll have to see how the stamina looks and how that wraps up. But here goes a look at the rest of the playoff tree, man. I mean, everybody else is already waiting on us. The Dodgers have went ahead and 1 and 5 against the Padres, who won in 3 against Arizona. The Reds swept the Phillies, who swept the Mets, and they're over there waiting in their series. So it'll be the 1 seed versus 2 seed on our side. You look and see the Royals are waiting on us as they took care of the Yankees in 3, took care of the Orioles in 4 for an upset. Now they're going to be our next opponent if we can get past Boston. So leave a like, comment, subscribe when you guys way out the video. If you guys are enjoying the series and ready for it to continue on here forward, as next time out we will have the elimination game 5 all by itself. Love every single one of you guys. Me, your boy SGG, aka the King of Games, aka GM Smooth, and I'll catch you guys in the next MLB The Show video tomorrow at 4 o'clock Eastern. Later.